Everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Manu Issue ACCA classes. So in this video, we will be learning about trading income. As we are done with the employment income, pension income, property income, and basic of the income tax, trust, these all are covered in my previous video. So in case you have been missed out my previous video, you can still access it from the playlist available on my YouTube channel. Alright, so in this video, and this is the first video of trading income, and we will be learning about many things, and it's most important from the exam point of view. Alright, so as we know, I have been told in my first lecture of the ATX that trading income falls under the non-saving category, which will be taxed at 20, 40 and 45%. Right. So now, one more thing, the one has to pay class 2 and class 4 NIC on the trading income as well. But if the trading profit is 12,570 per year, in that case, no class 2 NIC will be payable. We will discuss this on later on. So let's start from the basis of trade. So during our school time, the student used to have a badges over their school uniform, and that give the information about the name of the student and the class the student is studying. Similarly, so it will help to identify, okay, this person is studying in the class and name is this, right? Similarly, in case of army, we used to they used to have a lots of medal over their uniform. That indicates the person position, their seniority level, right? Same kind of things happens in the trading income. The basis of trade is the factor that helps to identify whether the individual is engaged in the trading activity or the income generated by the individual will be charged on as a trading income, or it will subject to capital gain tax. Alright, so in exam, you might be provided with the scenario where the question might ask whether the individual is engaged in the trading activity or capital gain tax. Okay, so let's learn the factor that will help to identify the individual is engaged in the trading activity. I have made the shortcut. You can find this in the Copland book as well, I think. So it's a SO form. S stand for subject, O stand for ownership, F stand for frequency, and I stand for improvement, R stand for reason, M stand for motive. Okay, so let's learn about the subject. So subject basically means nature of the goods. Means are the good typically associated with the trading activity? The good that's sold by the individual is being sold usually. Like if we take the example of toilet paper or the book, yeah, obviously these are available in the market and these are the associated with the trading activity. So first of all, we need to look for the nature of the goods, right? Because obviously some goods are the goods like gold, shares, property. It usually don't indicate the trading activity. Yeah, all right, because these are one of transaction and happen really. But if that person is selling those goods, then we have to look for the another factor, that's the length of ownership. Holding the asset for the short periods suggests the trading activity. I have bought the gold, right, from the one person. But if from the person whom I have been bought the gold, if that person is selling the gold, holding the gold for the short period of time, in that case, it indicates that person is engaged in the trading activity. If otherwise the person has been hold the gold for a long period of time and selling it right now, then it's not a trading activity. Alright, so then we have to consider the length of the ownership, for how long the goods has been held. Okay, the shorter the period, it will suggest the trading activity. Same case for the investment property, because it's very costly, and if I'm the broker, I'm doing this on the regular basis, obviously it's trading activity. Alright, so now frequency of transaction. It means if I am performing those transactions on the regular basis, like selling and buying the same goods over the period, then that's also indicate the trade. Okay, so regular transaction increase the likelihood of being considered trade. Okay, so we need to consider frequency of transaction. The more the frequency of transaction, it shows that it's a trading activity. If it is on one of the transaction, then it shows some kind of investment activities. Okay, so now improvement and marketing. Making improvement to the goods or actively marketing them indicate trading. For example, I'm a tailor and I used to I used to stitch the cloth for the people, right? So I have bought a fabric and now I am cutting the fabric and putting the laces, stone, doing the many improvement over those dresses to look it more pretty, right? And why I'm doing this? Because obviously it will make them more attractive to the customer and they will buy those dresses. So it's a trading activity. Okay, so now reason for the sell. Selling under the financial pressure could indicate the trading activity. Could not indicate, I think. Just wait, let me check it out. Yes, I have corrected the ones. So basically, reason for the sell, right? If I am selling the goods forcefully to raise the cash, because I am facing the financial difficulties, then it's not a trading activity. Okay, there might be particular reason why I'm doing this. Obviously, if my motive, now it comes to the motive. If my intention is to make the profit, obviously it's a trading activity. All right, so these are the factor, these are the indicator or basis that will indicate, okay, such person is engaged in the trading activities. Okay, and from the trading if they are engaged in trading activity, it will be considered to be the trading income on which the tax paid is 20, 40, 45 depending on the band the individual lies. Right. Okay, so now on the trading income, certain adjustment need to be made, right? Starting from the net pro, because as we know, certain expense and income are disallowed by HMRC, and so as a result of the profit from the operation will not be same as the profit from the taxes, as per the taxes, right? So we need to make certain adjustment, and let's learn about what the adjustment that need to be made in the trading profit. So starting from the net profit from the accounts, the following adjustment need to be made. And what is that? First of all, add back. Expenses that are disallowed for the tax purpose will not be deducted. That need to be added back. Alright. So for example, depreciation. Because HMRC don't allow depreciation. Instead of that, they allow capital allowance, right? So in the next point, expense that were missed but not tax deductible, and any non-trading income including in the profit, means like those expenses as per the tax it was allowable, like if we capital allowance as per the tax, capital allowance is allowable, right? So we will deduct that. Okay, so we need to identify the certain expense or income which are disallowed or allowed by HMRC. In case of income like revaluation surplus, HMRC won't allow it, right, until and unless it is actually realized. Any provision, right? Entertainment expense, bad debt, that need to be considered, and there are many lists, I think, in the book or study you can find it. You must go and check it out once. And excluding the non-taxable income that's not a taxed as a part of trading purposes, a capital gain, property income, interest income, dividend. Because in case of individual, capital gain tax rate is different, property income is different, interest income is different, dividend is different, right? So we need to exclude this income. All right. Okay, so now coming to the expenses, let's learn about what are non-allowable expense or what are allowable expense. Right. So as I said, there are certain lists in the book or the study hub. You can find it there. Just check it once. Okay. Okay, so interest paid on any personal loan or non-business borrowing. So suppose you are taking the loan and on which you are paying the interest. If those loan is for the business related, in that case it will be allowable. But if it is not related to business, it's related to personal, then it will be not allowable. Right. Similarly, if any fines, penalty you paid, it will not be allowable except the parking fine paid by employees. Okay. NIC for class 1, 2 and 4. Just a second. Let me check it out. Yes. Class 1 employee NIC and class 2 and class 4 is disallowed. Whereas class 1 employer NIC and class 1A NIC is allowable. Okay, and private expense, like, yes, obviously in case of the trading income we need to make a private use adjustment, and that is also disallowed, right? Obviously now other allowable expense are, for example, compensation payment related to the trade, right? Any pre-trading cost, like if it is incurred before 7th day of business begin, then that is also allowable. Accrued wages at the year end, redundancy payment, relocation expense for the employees, these all are allowable. Losses or theft or fraud committed by employee if it is not insured, right? Business related portion of the personal expense, like as I said, like if the company has I mean in the business there is telephone and the director used to have a personal call, and some calls are related to business purpose, so only business related calls will expense related to business one will be allowable, right? Capital allowance for the qualifying business asset. There are many more. You just go and check out the list. Example, other allowable expenses are employer contribution to the pension scheme, right? These are allowable. Insurance expense, patent, royalty also are allowable, right? And these all are allowable. You need to check it out once the list available. And this is all about in the today video. In next video we will be learning about other expenditure like capital one, entertainment, lease, one by one. So stay tuned with my channel for more video like this. If you found this video useful, please share it among your friends so that they could also have the benefit, right? So thank you so much guys for watching. Have a good day.